It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Kitchen Lane USA, Advanced Car Care Center, and Smouse Brothers Foundation Repair. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hey, good morning to you on Wednesday, midway through the week, and we are rolling along. We've got some news to tell you about.
All right, we'll begin with this. 2 people suffered serious injuries, but they are in stable condition after their helicopter crashed in Springfield mid-morning yesterday. It happened in Cooper Park, which is right outside the downtown Springfield airport. They had just taken off from that airport. The chopper was from SoFly, which is a helicopter flight training school. No word yet on what caused that crash. The NTSB is investigating. This is interesting. A very big development in an old cold case in Douglas County. A man who took his own life in jail in 2009 there in Ava has now been found to be the person responsible for another killing. Christopher Revac. You might remember the name. He was originally jailed in Douglas County in 2009, accused of killing Renee Williams in Ava in 2007. Now, he is also believed to be responsible for another death that happened in Wisconsin in 2006. That woman's name who was killed there is Deidre Harm. She was reported missing in Wisconsin Rapids after a night out with her friends. She was only 21 years old, and hunters later found her body in some woods as they were on a hunting trip. Revac is from Wisconsin. He's a Wisconsin native, but he later moved to Douglas County. He is also a person of interest in the disappearance of a TV news anchor in Iowa. Jody Husentrut was disappeared back in 1995. She was kidnapped outside her apartment as she was on her way to work at the TV station, and she has never been found. So Revac, again, is dead, but it's a potential serial killer. He is on the list of suspects still in the cold case from the TV anchor's case. And ABC News actually did a documentary on him, or on that case, and mentioned him that we watched not that long ago.
Yeah, I've followed the Jody Husentrut story for a long time because it happened in '95. So I had just started working in television at the time, and it was a big deal at the time. And she was never found. There was obviously a struggle that took place as she was going to her car to go to do the early morning news. So it was overnight, and it's never been solved. And we were watching that documentary, a recent documentary about that. And the sheriff in Douglas County was on there talking about this guy, Revac, and he was one of the suspects in that case. So
yeah. So this is like 3 different women, all of them kind of a similar, missing, disappearing, at the beginning of it. And again, he is dead by suicide and killed himself in Ava while he was in jail. So what a crazy potential solve of this case.
yeah, sounds like it very well could be a serial killer. Man. Well, here in Springfield, after about 4 years of being closed, the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame has sold its building there off Highway 60 at the entrance to Highland Springs Country Club. It's planning to relocate to West Walnut Street in Springfield, at least there temporarily, while it searches for a permanent home for the Hall of Fame. The Missouri Sports Hall of Fame has been in that location since 1994. And of course, it's had some pretty high-profile financial issues with the Price Cutter Charity Championship over the last couple of years. So maybe this move will be a good move for the organization. I certainly hope so.
Mm-hmm.
The latest move in the saga of a proposed development at National and Sunshine is really an about-face by the Springfield City Council. Here's how. After saying they would not send a rezoning request to the Planning and Zoning Commission a couple of weeks ago, the council has sent the rezoning request to the P&Z Commission to be considered. This has been a battle. We've been talking about this for 3 years now between residents of University Heights neighborhood and developers who have tried at different times to get permission to build everything from an apartment building to retail to restaurants to a hotel. pickleball courts, all kinds of things on that very busy corner. And so far, the developers have come up empty. Now, the Planning and Zoning Commission will consider the latest request to develop that corner, which is to potentially add a hotel. So it continues. There's stuff going on in court related to this. So it appears far from over.
Okay. There is a 229, I should say, 229 acres in Ozark that a developer wants to make something out of. We shall see. It sits right behind James River Church there in Ozark, south of the big rock quarry, which is on Farmers Branch Road, not too far from the Lambert's exit, which is the CC exit. Anywho, that big old lot, 229 acres, mixed use. They want to make a development, and it could be one step closer to fruition. The city alderman, will be voting on November 3rd. Developers say this would be, with permissions, a community within a community is what they describe it as. The development would consist of apartments, entry-level homes, and custom homes. There would also be 10 commercial lots inside of it, as well as a 6,000 square foot pool, splash pad, trails, sports courts. It would take about 5 to 7 years to fully build out. So we'll see what happens on November 3rd.
Well, it seems like from what we reported the last time, that the city thought it was a great idea. We'll see how they vote, but
It looks to
sounded
be like it's going to happen.
Yeah. Wow. That's a lot of houses, and it's a big space there with just a frontage road on either side. So they're going to have to
Yeah.
make some improvements to roads to let all that traffic flow. But there'll be a lot of tax money coming into Ozark for sure. All right, heads up on the roads this morning. Starting this morning, a portion of Chestnut Expressway is closed for about a week. That closure affects Chestnut Expressway between Kansas Expressway and Broadway. The railroad tracks that cross under Chestnut, or not under, but that cross Chestnut, are being worked on there. That's the reason why. So as a result, again, Chestnut will be closed through Thursday of next week between Kansas Expressway and Broadway. Then that is just one of a few major road closures in the Ozarks this week. Also closed is the CC eastbound overpass over Highway 65 in Ozark. It is now the third week of what is supposed to be a month-long project to add a turn lane from eastbound CC onto northbound 65. So it'll be great when it's finished, but it ain't finished yet. Same with the next story. Sunshine Street remains closed both ways near Scenic. Road crews there continue to build a new bridge over railroad tracks there. That project should be finished early December, so a little time left on that.
Okay. You can now vote no excuse absentee for the November 4th special election in Greene County. The Greene County Archive Center is open to voters 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. You'll need to show valid identification, but you don't need a reason to vote absentee in person. You can just show up. This is kind of fun. Douglas County teenager just got himself a black bear. It is black bear hunting season. 16-year-old Corbin Wallace made the kill during the state's official first black bear hunting season. That bear weighed 300 pounds, and he was hunting on some private land in the county on day one.
Wow.
The 2025 season is running right now through October 31st, so on Halloween. Hunters are selected, by the way, through a limited lottery system. So you do have to get a limited lottery permit to ultimately cut down on the black bear population,
which has been increasing. We've been reporting on it here the last few months.
And as much as I love bears, it was, I guess, what the conservationist thought necessary due to the number.
Yeah.
So, okay. This Saturday, you can drop off any old or unused or unwanted prescription drugs. Don't leave them lying around the house. We've learned that, in the last decade. That's a terrible idea. The U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration is holding another national drug prescription take back day where you just bring in the pills, you take them to a collection site near you, and they will safely dispose of them. They have collection sites in almost every single county in our area. Just go to the DEA's website. That is the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration's website.
And it's also better than flushing them. I think people used to flush old drugs, but that gets into the water system, and that also is not good.
Don't do that either.
Yeah. Turn them in. There you go. On Friday, also, the Humane Society has an all-day microchipping event planned. If you want to get your pet microchipped, they'll do it on a first-come, first-served basis for $25. That's a good amount. It's a fair amount. I mean, it's a lot cheaper than you'd pay anywhere else. The Humane Society is located on West Norton Road in North Springfield. Walk-ins available 9 a.m. to noon and then 1:30 to 4. Again, that is on Friday. The Humane Society in Springfield.
Okay. That's all we got for now. Don't forget that we are still running our contest at aroundtheozarks.com. You can just click on contest and join in on the fun. Somebody's going to be winning a signed jersey from the Chiefs player Felix Ananduke Uzoma.
Ananduke Uzoma.
That guy. We have his jersey, and it's for you. Whoever wins, just submit a picture of yourself in your Chiefs gear, upload it somewhere around the Ozarks. Take the picture of yourself around the Ozarks. It's simple to play, so much fun. And there you go. We'll be letting you know who wins at the end of the week. So until then, get the entry in and have a fantastic day.
Yep. See you tomorrow.